One of the leaders of the French chapter of the international Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions campaign is being sued for publishing this video, lighthearted in tone, but serious in its call to boycott Israel for its illegal activities in the West Bank. To the defendant, it seems to be a clear case of exercising her right to freedom of speech, but the plaintiffs want the judges to declare that calling for any Israeli boycott is a provocative act that incites discrimination, hatred, and violence.
The challenge today is to know what degree of independence is the French justice able to have related to the French government. How long will it go on with blackmailing people with the accusation of anti-Semitism?
Zemmour is one in a series of pro-Palestinian activists who have found themselves in a French court. Most cases have been postponed while the constitutionality of the charges is considered by a higher court, but analysts say there could be a verdict rendered this time.
The only boycott which is prosecuted is a boycott concerning Israeli products. So all the other boycotts, and there are many boycotts all the time on many subjects in France. Nobody says anything against those kind of boycotts.
This gentleman is a survivor of Auschwitz and testified that Zemmour is not an anti-Semite.
That is slow-motion murder. And that's what happens daily in Palestine. And therefore I fully identify with the Palestinians who are suffering from exactly the thing I had to suffer.
The BDS campaign urges a boycott of companies and groups that contribute, directly or indirectly, to Israel's apartheid activities.
And our conscience tells us that we have to try and prevent war crimes, that we have to prevent the ethnic cleansing of the whole people, and that anti-Semitism will grow in the world as long as Israel will benefit from total impunity.
Their next major action is planned for July, when hundreds of activists will converge at Israel's Ben Gurion airport to force a showdown with the authorities. Supporters of Zemmour contend that this trial has been motivated more by political considerations than by higher ideals, such as the need for free political discourse. While a conviction seems unlikely, given the many similar cases, protests against Israel will probably continue in one form or another. Ramin Mazaheri, Press TV, Paris.